Okay, so I've been having a hell of a time trying to figure out how to get at the park brake cable on this 2017 Chevy Cruze, because all of the other videos show it it comes up underneath the rear seat and under the floor, but on the 2017 it doesn't. So basically what you have to do, so there's this heat shielding for the exhaust that kind of runs all the way along, and so yeah, up over here where you see the park brake cable runs from there over up here, and then it was underneath that shielding here, so you have to take that off, and it's secured with these little metal, I don't know, I guess screw clips. So you get a pair of needle nose pliers or snap ring pliers, and you just kind of twist them and they come off. And then you will have to drop the exhaust down. There's two bolts up on either side. And then there's, this is a plastic assembly. There's two clips that you have to unlock under here. You got to kind of use a screwdriver to pry them this way and then wiggle it, and then it'll come down. And then you can get that heat shield off from over here, which then park brake cables run down this way, and then there's another heat shield here. If you take off the rear four, you can kind of bend this out of the way to access where the park brake cable actually secures, which is right there. So this cable runs into the body of the car in the center console and then up into the handle. So basically what I'm going to have to do is, let's see, this right in here. So in the middle, there's that little hole. So basically this cable has to come backwards to be able to drop down through that hole. And then these will be loose enough that they can slide back through here. And then this little cable is gonna drop through this little hole here. And then the same thing with these. The same thing with these brackets here. It's going to pop backwards, and then there's a little opening on this side that will kind of pop up through. And then it's bolted here under the fuel tank on both sides. And then, so bolted under the fuel tank on both sides there, and then follows up, it's bolted underneath under here, and then connected up into the brakes. So it comes as one single unit for both sides. It's not each individual side, and I'll show you what that looks like. So this is the piece that's connected underneath, up on top of the exhaust. So the cable that comes from the handbrake lever kind of comes down in here and then sits on the inside, pulls on this, tightens up the cables. So that's what they look like. So I thought I'd show also the full length of the cable. So it kind of comes into the caliper back here, runs down all down here. So this is where it's bolted here, and then from there it runs underneath, bolted up into the fuel tank strap right here, and then it runs into that bracket there, and then underneath between the exhaust and the car body, and then kind of up on top of the heat shield, and it's kind of like right up there where the light is. That's where the it links with the handbrake cable.